Let's begin. It's up to you, but most of the time I sit on the chair. Kotodama exercise. Everyone knows tension muscle, so I'll describe a little bit. And simply speaking, according to our sensei, tension muscle are movement of R, represent birth and growth. And beginning of womb, tension muscle womb is represent baby's form in the mother's womb. Then then movement of A. After you grow up enough, you come into the society, world. And movement of E, start developing your own life, your own business, your own family. And toward the end, conclusion, end of life, you cannot bring everything to the where you're going. So you release, offer everything to the next generation. Then go back to womb. So in a way, womb represent your condition or you are in under the tomb. So R is a birth, and O womb is the end of life, and then going back to the ground. Now, so everyone knows this one, and exercise. Usually, when we practice tension muscle with sound, say or die, movement of ah, you make sound ah. Then twisting up, inhale, and movement of A, exhale, exhale. Making sound with exhale. Then inhale a little bit, and exhale. Making sound. Then inhale a little bit, and finally, oh. Making sound of O is exhale. Then inhale, then But now, not the big O, end of O. So ready, copying here, end of O, Usually, you inhale, So end of O, sound of O is going out. Sound of is more vibration, create vibration inside yourself. But now, I want you to keep going, two movement, two sound, continually. And then instead of O and closing your mouth and humming mode, on purpose, end of O, I want you to make ooh. In alphabet, it's called U. So O. And open. Keep going. then from life and death, and reverse, come back. So now I want you to make sound. O, U, ah, and movement. Here's a movement. This is Tenshin also special. So end of ah is like this. So pause of ah like this, beginning bow. Keep going. And when you keep going like this, three movement, three movement together, you end up hearing or making sound, interesting sound, instead of simple O and and ah. Between and ah, not simply and ah, okay? And then end of O and So instead of O and close your mouth and humming mode. Instead of that, as I want you to keep. Let's keep going this one, okay? Maybe about 8 to 10 times. And it doesn't have to be everyone make sound ensemble same time. You can keep going your own rhythm and length of your breath, just about 8 to 10 times. So some people may finish earlier, and other people can keep going. Okay, that's okay. And because of Zoom session here, we cannot have a kind of overtone chanting effect, unfortunately. But you know that we have been in the dojo. When you practice in a nice dojo, and this vibration come back, wave of sound come back. And then according to overtone chanting exercise theory, this sound echo come back. Sound we make, but echo will come back. This vibration come back to us. Itself has a healing effect. That's it's said. So anyway, in the Zoom session, it's very difficult to get echoes coming, to feel echoes coming back. But I want you to keep going. Okay, about 7, 8, maximum 10 times. But while you're doing, you may be spacey and you don't know how many you count. That's fine. That's maybe one of the point. You are right. Go. Okay, now I want you to imagine you are at ground zero. Ground zero. Requiem. Okay. Everyone clear that you start hearing the interesting sound beside the simple O, and A. But that's according to Japanese tradition, Shinto tradition, that is Kotodama, simply speaking. Okay, I have a suggestion. Do not express complete, full, instead of full expression. More gentle sound, but two cycle. Oh, or could be three cycle. Okay? I keep going, go. You know that I told you that during the workshop, I taught Shintaïdo like this Japanese technical term, nagaiki, nagaiki, long breath, long life. And this is another effect of Kotodama training in Shinto. You keep going like this. Naturally, you develop the long breath, long breath. And the long breath means vital. You end up developing your health. And Japanese say genki, genki, genki. Genki means original ki, chi. And the Kotodama exercise will help you to develop or call back original ki which you are born with. That's the and then this Kotodama exercise is very interesting. You know that we are used to the Shintaïdo, but even someone is very weak and lying down in the bed, you can still do it. So now I want to, everyone knows tenshin also A, tenshin also A, seriously like this, twist. But instead of twisting, more relax, shoulder relax, cross your mouth, a little bit like Yoshin, beginning of part of middle of Yoshin like this. So from here, this is a movement of air. And the air pressure to the ground, E. Okay, usually you do that inhale, you do like this. But I want you to more gentle sound and continue. And of course, you are used to kiai, so it's not big deal for you, for Shintaïdo practitioner. But A and E has another interesting. It's not simply sound of A and sound of E, the between. So I want you to experience. Okay. Do everyone stay together here like this. Do not unmute. Sorry, do not mute. Stay with us so we can hear each other. Ready? Keep going. Okay, instead of going E and big O, from here, I want you to draw a small circle. So A, E, O. Again, now A, E, O, U, E, again, reverse, reverse. A, E, O, U, na. Okay. So anyway, this is more like history, almost like history. And then in traditionally in the Shinto training, Kotodama exercise can be practiced. Away, away, away. This is interesting because the mouth go ow, ow, round like this and coming small. And ow, more he, opening, and e. Ow, ow. So this is good exercise. That's I understand. So, and also, anyone who studied Japanese, how to speak Japanese language is a-i-u-e-o, the 5 vowel. A-e-i-o, a-i-u-e-o, a-e-i-o. And then for Japanese, it's easy to the next of a is ka. Akasatana hamarayaya, hamayarawa, hamayarawa. And the E is ikishichini hibiri.
Wow.
We practice this when we are kids. And that's how we train our tongue and here, like this. Then, so we can start speaking fluently. So I will. That's one. I will. I. And then Shinto tradition, the Aowei. Okay. So everything independent. Shinto tradition, the Aowei. It makes sense to me like this mouth going up like this. Ow. A. O. U. E. I. E. Like that. Aowei. Okay. So there was Aowei tradition. And then in Hindu tradition is, of course, in Japanese also many, for instance, if you go to Japanese temple or shrine like this, there is one statue is like open, and other statue is like this. And Aum no Kokyu. And this idea came from Hindu culture. Aum. And many yoga practitioners, it's not only yoga, but many yoga practitioners still practice Aum. And then this is, almost 10 years ago, 10 years ago, Japanese, bad guy, cult is called Om Shinrikyo. And this guy, according to this guy, he trained himself in India and he came back and he started a new religion. It's called Om Shinrikyo. But it's not the Om. So since then, Om is, it's almost like this kind of Om. But actually, it's not Om. Originally, Aum. That's the way we practice, okay? And then I understand how Sensei put it together. In Shinto tradition, Aowei, and then in Japanese vowel, the Aeyeo, Aiweo. Then our sensei put, Gedan Barai or if you practice Aikido like this, pushing down the guy, bad guy on the tatami like this, E. And of course, E and E. And then traditionally the pose, this is a pose, I can say, studied many poses, Buddhism or Shintoism, the guardian angel. And he put it together. Unique part of Tenshin also is, of course, Kotodama exercise, and also body movement, the expression. So if you understand this, so many things put it together like this, really, our sensei is very unique, genius. Not so many people can do that. So that's how Tenshin also came up. Also body expression, and which represent our life cycle, and then Kotodama exercise, many things like this. That's how I-E-O-U. Anyway, that's one of the way I really appreciate Aoki art. Oh, time's up.